That's
But
right.
it all started with this guy.
Yeah. And 2 other guys who are not here.
Yeah.
This guy in an afro.
Yeah, it is, you know, it is bunch of guys and you're all friends and you say, you know,
El Santo Niño.
Let's form a band.
let's get a band together, yeah. And then you do it. Sounds like a good idea at the time, and you do it, and then it worked. And, you know, and one thing led to another. We got a new singer. This guy,
Sounds
you know,
gay.
Louis
One thing
came,
led to
Kev came, then Bri, then eventually we did that for a long time with Dave. Dave is not here. And Dave took off about a year ago, and then Manoy's come to fill in his shoes.
It's more than
and-
a year ago, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then you know you just keep going. I mean, now I don't even feel like I'm playing for myself. I'm playing for these people. It's nice to be relevant after 16 years. Hard to believe, man.
Reaction of the crowd, my God.
You know, 16 years ago, this really wasn't happening. Like this stuff wasn't. Nobody wanted to talk to us 16 years ago. Nobody did interviews 16 years ago, man. Yeah.
Yeah, things change. People started recognizing the music when we started making our own stuff, like the Tagalog stuff that we really put out. People started relating to that. We threw in it was a whole new ball game from there, man. Lumaki siya. It was Rolando, we did not know it was gonna be. Well, first of all, we didn't know it was gonna last 16 years. You know, we took breaks, but what the hell? It's still around, man. We have so much bands coming out right now, and they're feeding the scene with music, which means, you know, it doesn't have to be good stuff that they're coming out with.
The level of musicianship has gone up.
It's gone up
When we
majorly,
started,
man.
there were a lot of crap bands that started at the same time we did, but
Yeah,
now,
remember the
now there's so many bands, but you know they're on this level that's so much higher than.
galing. Everyone's
Yeah.
tight. Everyone's performing.
Well, it's the crowd too. It's the crowd becoming more receptive to it, more open to the
That's the
music.
thing, you know. It's
but they-
opening
yeah.
doors to a lot of the masses. More people who used to be in tune with mellow touch, they're now opening their doors to
pare.
rock, or you know what, I won't even call it rock. I'll just call it the band scene. The music scene, which happens to be played by bands. I mean, some guys out there in the band scene, they're not really playing rock, they're playing pop. It doesn't freaking matter. It's live music, just played there. You know, for several years, we've had singers, you know, just doing their own thing with arrangers or writers coming up with their music. Now we have original music coming out.
What was the question?
You know, it's
I don't remember.
our music. We've been away for quite a while, but then, you know, we come back. There's a seat waiting for us, and we have a fan base that's willing to bite, and we love them.
You know, when we started, you'd have to, you know, you'd have to fight to get a record contract. It was difficult. You signed whatever they put in front of you just to get, just so you could get in. But now, before it was a seller's market, now it's a buyer's market. Now the bands have power. You know, you have home studios, you have distribution channels available to you now. You know, the artists now have more power. It's better. Not like before. You just did. You know, you basically bent over because there was nothing else you could do. If you wanted a deal, if you wanted an album recorded, you had to, you know, you bent over and you just did whatever they told you. To limits, you know. I mean, we got into a lot of fights. No, we didn't. Yeah, which is why we got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we got thrown out of certain offices.
You know, you have a lot of fighting and all of that. I mean, now it's much better, and even the record executives now are a little better than they used to be. But you know.
They're a little looser. They've been taking too much.
You know, we broke them all in, pare. We had to fight all of them, pare.
He did.
That's the.
But you know, it's good. Now it's a good time. If you're gonna be in a band, now's a good time to do it. What's happening now is good.
What would you like to see happen though?
More sponsors, man.
Just more. A lot more support than there is.
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot since like 16 years ago, where you know a lot of the music you hear on the radio would be like you know, metal touch type, you know, like very safe music. Now you're hearing a little bit more of the rock, but it's still not enough. I mean,
Creativity, more.
you tune to any radio station and you know, like in 1 hour you'll hear the same like 16 or 20 songs
Yeah.
with a little bit of, you know, the avant-garde rock, you know,
Now
the edgy stuff.
The local pop stations, they're coming out. They're being adventurous, if I may use that word. Galing. They're playing some unsigned bands. They have like 1 or 2 hours on a certain day wherein they play unsigned bands. No, that's great. It's opening it up, opening portals for a lot of these kids.
It's going in the right direction, man. 16 years ago, nobody would play you on the radio. I mean, you know, Philippine radio is, I think, a little more balls, a little bit more. But by and large, you're still gutless
They got
wonders.
balls but no hair.
Completely.
So it's wala pang bulbul.
They're still gutless. I mean, but you know, a little bit more would be nice if they. But they're much better now than they were a long time ago. They're at least now they understand. But you know, it's all.
Wala pang ano.
It's just that a lot of people, because they've been used to it for such a long time, it's happening. Things are starting to move. People are a little more like that. It's good. Now's a good time to be in a band.
Tirsa's fond of cherry cornflakes.
I want to hear them. They sound good.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Actually,
Where?
Play Phonics.
Capone?
That's cool. Play Phonics is a great band.
They get me out.
Intelligent music.
Like an acting
Another one would be
Step by.
Get Back to Me, man.
Monkey
That's-
Spank, but
Spank.
I like Monkey Spank.
yeah, Cakey Hooters. but,
Of the young bands that are out right now, the ones I really do listen to are Monkey Spank and Severo. Those two bands. Monkey Spank, when I'm really pissed off. I mean, and just watching what's his name, si Francis Aquino play. Oh, it's amazing. But, and
Yeah.
if I want to just relax and maybe feel happy, I do watch Severo because they just have that grooving vibe to go on and on. And
There's another one. For some reason, I like these southern bands. From Cagayan, I think. Nancy Spungen. I heard the singers abroad.
Wala na yan.
Yeah, wow. Too
Sheila's
bad, man.
Insects,
Because
pare, or
one of the
Sheila and
greatest
the-
singers
Sheila and the Insects.
I've seen on this side of the earth, see Phil of Nancy Spungen.
Right.
Sayang. Hopefully, man, you'll come back and reunite, whatever. Do more songs. Sayang. You could do more, man.
Might I add, why do I like Monkey Spank, Severo, and Salamin? It's because these musicians are true. You know, they're not trying to be emo. They're not trying to be a certain genre. They're just, you know, they're just there to enjoy, to play whatever, to express.
started that,
whatever
it's not a
that's inside, and I really respect that. I really respect that.
It's good to be around. It's still good to be playing. It's nice that after this long, it's better now. It sounds very cliche, but you know, it feels just like the first time, baby. Yeah. You know, it feels just as good now as it did a long time ago, which is, I guess, a good thing. And
You still get the crowd.
I know, man. I mean, you know, I wish everybody else ends up 16 years after being able to do the same thing we're
It's a
doing.
great feeling. You know,
That's
like,
wondrous.
after 16 years, you know,
Yeah.
you see like
Crowd going crazy.
Yeah.
you would imagine that our music would be what the music that the kuyas would listen to.
Yeah.
Diba?
No.
These the kuyas of the
Yeah.
kids who have gone corporate.
You know, all these questions about the circumstances about being in a band, like what's the scene like, you know, you can't compare it anymore. If you're living now and you want to do a band now, you just do it. That's it. You know, there's no other way around it.
Do what you want.
Yeah, just do what you want, and if after 10 years you get to do an interview like this, then you can bitch. But
Yeah.
when you're at the moment, you have no excuse. Just go
You're
for
right.
it. That's it.
You know, that's true. One thing hasn't changed, though. I mean, you're doing it 16 years, but one thing hasn't changed is you do what you like. Don't do what everybody. Don't ever compromise. I mean, this is what we. 16 years ago we were like that, and now we're the same. And that's really the only way to do it. Don't ever compromise. You do what you like, and if nobody likes it, well, fuck them. You know.
A couple of keywords for this band is like devotion, dedication.
And beer.